How's it going there, YouTube? Well, it's winter's frig out, like you guys can tell. We're getting a big snowstorm today. I was at work for a little while there this morning, so I had some other side jobs I wanted to do today too, but you know, Mother Nature calls the shots, unfortunately, sometimes, but can at least do a little bit of work on the W4. I did get those new parts put on it there I showed you guys in the last video. I haven't put a video up here in a couple weeks, but I haven't really done a whole heck of a lot with that W4, but I had a chance today to wire wheel a few things, and I was out here tinkering around. I thought maybe I'd show you guys what I got accomplished. You know, like I said before, Mother Nature calls the shots, and that does affect antique tractor restoration projects. Well, you guys may notice I did put some pictures on Instagram there last weekend. Now I'm gonna try not to cover up my phone microphone with my hand like I usually end up doing during our videos, but anyway, here's what I got going on right now. I stuck the radiator back up there just to get it off the shop floor because I didn't want to trip over it or, you know, something happened to it, so I put it back up there just loosely for now. So I went ahead and I think I showed you guys I got the fan showered, bolted back up there, and it looks really good. Put the new fan belt in there, put the new hoses on just loosely. Just want to see how everything looks. I'm gonna wire wheel the hose clamps up here today at some point. I did have one issue though, putting my belts on. I was tightening my belts up here, and you may notice there's a little chunk missing out of my fan belt pulley now. Well, I don't know, I guess there's a slot for the bolt to go into, and of course the new belt, you're not going to get the same tension. So I was tightening up the bolt and everything was going hunky-dory, everything was perfect, and all of a sudden, and nothing ever got tight, it just got really loose. So I think there was a couple hairline cracks in that pulley, but I found this. Oh yeah, that's the set screw to lock your pulley tension in there on your belt. So I can either find a fan drive assembly, because one off a Farmall H or Super H will also fit this tractor, and I've seen them on eBay as well, but they're about 55 to 80 bucks, so which really isn't all that bad. But I got pricing out some water pumps for a complete assembly, so right from this pulley right back to the water pump. I got to thinking, geez, you know what, a brand new water pump wouldn't be such a bad idea. You know, nothing worse than sitting in a parade or going around a fairground somewhere and have the darn tractor heat up on you. There's nothing worse than that. So I think I'm going to be ordering a water pump for it. So, I mean, that's why I didn't bolt the rad on there. I just wanted to get it out of the way, of course. So, I guess a couple steps forward, one step back. But, I mean, in reality, I've got the tractor all apart. And it's only just take that hose back off, which is on there loose anyway. The 4 bolts for this, and then take this clamp out. Now I did get this little chunk of hose. I know it's been painted on by myself and the previous painter, but I can actually change out this hose now, clean these hose clamps up, and I can get that little bit of A, get the new hose in there, and B, have that little bit of contrast in there. So I mean, I know tractors are for working and all, but since you've done all the rest of the hoses, you might as well do that one too, which I was going to do anyway. But yeah, that's that story for you guys. But I'm gonna have how to install a water pump in a Farmall tractor, because H, a Super H, M, Super M, W6, WD6, they're all the same water pump. So for the most part, the M's a little bit bigger, but it's the same principle. So I'm gonna do a little how-to video on that when I do decide to order a pump. I found one actually for a very good price from All States Ag Parts. I think it was $130 for the complete water pump, fan belt pulley with the generator drive. So it's the exact same water pump as this one. So I think I'll put my order in here probably after Christmas time, because I don't expect to be driving the tractor anywhere anytime soon. We'll come over here to the other side. You guys are gonna really like to see this if you haven't already seen my Instagram post. I might try to get that generator cleaned up today too, so I can paint it tomorrow. I'll stick it inside the house. But anyway, check this out. Now, I was fiddling around with the coil here a minute ago because I did wire wheel it, and it is actually an original International Harvester coil. Wire wheeled it, and I stuck it inside the house in a little box. So it'll heat up tonight, and tomorrow I can come up with a heat gun and get it real nice and warm, and I can put a little shot of paint on it. I just hung the wire back off here, just so I didn't lose it and I knew where exactly it went. But anyway, I did actually price out a wiring harness for the tractor too. A company called Brillion down in the States. There's a harness kit for think it's about 140 bucks as well, give or take, depending on, of course, depending if you're 12 volt ignition, there's still 6 volt, or if you have an alternator or not, there's a couple little variations, but general idea is 140 bucks. But we got the new plugs in it. Number 2 cylinder was a little bit stuck coming out, but that's pretty much what we got for spark plug. A little bit carbon foul, that's not too bad. Nothing out of the ordinary anyway, but I got the new plugs in, new wires made up, ends crimped on, new cap on, everything's wired up. Got the coil wire inside the house right now because I was test fitting the connection. I wanted to make sure I got that crimped on there good. I got the new generator belt on there, of course, so I also wire wheeled up that clamp for the new upper rad hose. So it's got a few little things on there. Oh yeah, I decided to stick the muffler up there too, just to get off the shop floor. Did put a rain cap on it, but of course I wanted to get the tractor all painted. I'm going to paint this muffler up nice anyway, and I'll paint the rain cap to match. But you know, you ever get some nights you come home and you're really missing your tractors that bad, you always come out here and make a little noise. You can always, you know, tide you over, I guess, till you get it running. It won't take much to have this running again, of course. It was running before I pulled it apart, so get the coil on and I'll put the wire back on. Maybe I'll rig up a little fuel tank, like a lawn tractor gas tank or something. I probably got one around somewhere. I'll rig that up. Maybe I'll see if I can get it to start and check things out and whatnot. But I don't know, I might grab that wire harness here after Christmas too. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at with the W4 right now. I think maybe I'll wire wheel those clamps up. Clamps while I'm thinking about it. I want to tell you guys a story here right quick. Actually, that's how I found the little W4. So it's really quite simple. I was out for a drive one Saturday morning, and I decided to stop in at Charlie's. I think I was looking for some farm toy or something. I don't remember exactly what I was going in there for, but I always take a cruise around Charlie's lot because he's sometimes got some old stuff in there. He used to have an old 1020 McCormick, and I think a 2236 or something like that. Anyway, I seen this little W4 sitting there, and I thought, well, that's a good looking little tractor, and kind of hemmed and hawed about it. And I went in and asked if it was for sale or not at that time. That was 2017, back in the springtime. He says, well, it belongs to a landscaper that lives in Keswick. He kind of bought it, I guess, to do some work on his property or something. I don't know what he would do with it because he's got no hydraulics or 3-point hitch. But anyway, it wasn't for sale at that time. He said it might very well be in the future. So it's like, all right, right on. So let time go by. This is probably the end of 2018 now, and it was still sitting there. It's like, well, so if you're looking to sell it, tell the guy offer me $800. So took my name and number down and whatnot. Charlie knows who I am anyway. So anyway, I never heard back. So time went on, and of course, fall 2019 hits. September 29th was the auction sale. I kind of found out about the auction, of course, on the computer, and it was kind of late figuring out that they're gonna have an auction. I got looking through the listing, and I seen, hey, little W4 is listed in the auction, so I figured I'd go and see just what I was gonna go for. So ended up buying a couple of little things at the auction sale while I was waiting for the big stuff to come up. And of course, the little W4 come up there, and started the bidding at it, and they wanted to start bidding to $5,000, which nobody even bid at that. So I threw a $500 bid on it, and then it went to $750, and then at the end of the day, I ended up paying $800 for the tractor. So moral of the story is, you know, if you find something, you know, maybe someday you'll get it, and you might just have to be patient, you know. So those of you that don't know, I bought the tractor from Charlie Richardson of Stouffville, Ontario, at their auction sale in the end of September there. So yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, don't really know the story, that's kind of the back history of it. So now here it sits in my place up in Keswick, of course. So along with the old 1820, it's hiding under the tarp there. So doing a little cleanup on it, come along real nice. So that's about all I got for you guys today. If you guys like what you see, as always, please comment, rate, subscribe. And if I don't see you before Christmas time, have a Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching.